up guys? Today we are here on Lake Talon. We're going to talk about my boat. So I have the Legend XTE 16 foot side console model. So we're going to talk about some of the things I like about my boat after 1 year of use and some of the things that I wish I could, change or add or do something with for the boat after 1 year. So let's get right into it. So we're going to start at the back of the boat. So over here we have the two little storage compartments for your gas cans. It comes with one can. I bought the second because I want to be able to get a little further, work with it. So it takes up the other storage compartment. I think one of the things that I like about the 18 and some of the other models of this boat is that it actually has the built-in tanks, which would have been one of the things I would have loved to have, but obviously certain things come with certain boats for a reason. It's a smaller boat, it's a 16 foot, it's not the Sport. I believe the Sport does come with the built-in, so that's also something to look at. So over here we have a little kind of rod locker storage compartment. I think it holds up to like a 7-foot rod. But once you get in there, you can fit probably 3 casting rods, maybe 2 spinning rods, or a couple rods that you don't have reels on if you want to just put those in there, tuck them aside as extras. I just use it for some extra storage, get it off the floor and keep it tucked away. So here is the console area. So sit down in the seat here. So I installed the Helix 7 right here on the side. It came with, I believe it's the Piranha Max it comes with. It was right up here mounted, so I took that off and put this guy here so I could put my phone right in front of me. Run things. It helps with the GoPro. I can actually watch the footage while it's recording. You have your gauges right there. Simple switches, your horn. Nice looking slick, pretty basic. Nothing really more that you need for a boat this size, right? This is a huge bonus for me. I love having that because I can charge my GoPro batteries while I'm out here. Save myself the hassle of having to bring a bunch of extra battery chargers and all that. Every bit of room, every bit of storage room makes a difference, right? So on this side of the boat, we have these little rod holders here. I usually don't keep too many rods in there. I put my net on the side while I'm running sometimes just so it holds it in place. You have the little back casting deck on top of the gas tanks that I forgot to show, which super nice area. I have a couple friends that come out with me quite often without the back seats in there and with that storage under. So this Sport has the actual fold down seats that would extend out. That's one of the things I would have liked to get, but honestly I don't fish a lot of the back of the boat, so it's more somebody that's coming along with me that would have the little bit of extra space. But honestly, without my camera mount there's plenty of room. Up at the front of the boat here, we have pretty big live well. It's got the divider so I can split things up. It does have a bucket that comes with it. I just don't ever really use it, so I just leave it out of the boat. Just makes things easier. I can grab the fish out of whatever section they're in. And then up here is the other storage compartment. So this is the main thing about the boat that I would love to see, is kind of a layout change up here. So for me, with the layout change idea up here, it's more about the fact that once I put my 2 batteries in there, because somebody like myself who's out for a full day, I have them run parallel. So I have 2 12-volt batteries running. It takes up the whole compartment. I can put a couple things on the side. I have another battery for my graph at the front here. It's a small battery, so it just sits on the side, doesn't cause many issues, but there's absolutely no room for anything else. I'll just shove some rod sleeves in there most days. But yeah, just a little bit of a different configuration up here I think could go a long way to maximize that space for storage, because obviously somebody that spends a lot of time on the water, the more storage the better. If I can leave things in the boat, saves me time, and it's great on the water where you can put things away, keeps them off the floor, keeps things nice and organized. I'm a hot mess when I fish, so if I have more storage, ideally it would help, but I'd probably still just put it in the cup holders. If you can see, there's cup holders all over this boat. Everyone that fishes with me just complains that they're just a soft tackle garbage disposal. So there's that. So at the front I have the Garmin Stiker 7 SV, and I have the 55-pound thrust Terrova. The Terrova is a great trolling motor. 55 pound I find is just enough for my boat for what I need. If I'm fishing a bigger lake like Nipissing on top power, it doesn't quite handle like the worst days, but it's a smaller boat. Most of the time I'm avoiding those type of days anyway. I think it falls into a spot where the 55 pound is enough, but the 80 pound thrust might be a little overkill. But if you're really going to be out there all the time, overkill doesn't hurt that bad. So the last thing, we'll talk about the motor. So back here, I have a Mercury 4-stroke, 90 horsepower motor. For myself, super important to have the bigger motor. It was one of the reasons why I upgraded. My old boat had a 25 on it, and honestly, as I'm fishing more and more and starting to get into tournaments and such, the 25 horsepower motor just wasn't going to cut it. And one thing I've learned as well is, like, if you have the option to, with your budget, if you can max out the horsepower, it's going to make a huge difference for you. But obviously do what you can afford. Don't push yourself over a limit just for those couple extra miles per hour. It's not going to make that big of a difference, especially for a casual fisherman, somebody just trying to get on the water. So do what you can and work with what you got. The only thing that I really wanted to change about the boat, and I enjoy everything, again, slight different compartment configuration at the front, and that would be the only thing that I would like really feel like needs a change. But otherwise, I would really love to see the casting deck extended to right here. Just give a little more room, and that would opt for more storage, obviously. So that is something that I'm thinking about building in to the boat. It's all just a matter of how long I'm going to be in this boat before I think about upgrading. So for me, the biggest wins of the boat are the layout is awesome. There's tons of room. Right now, obviously, I only have one of the seats in by myself. Just really wanted to show how wide open the boat is. So when you're handling fish, or even with the second seat in here, honestly, there's tons of room to move around. It does exactly what we needed to do. This is a solid fishing boat. Most days I can get about 40 to 45 by myself. With another fisherman, I honestly don't find it slows down very much. I'm still running about 38 miles per hour. In my last video, I misspoke. It's in the information, the actual miles per hour I was getting. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about my 1 year with the boat. Would I recommend it? Anytime. I feel like anybody that is trying to get into more serious boating, this is the boat to do it before you step up to something way more expensive. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments, and we'll talk soon.